everyone, welcome to the Final Cut Discovery Edition. I've got a few of these coming up for you in the next week or two, so prepare yourself accordingly. And today we are looking at a 4K Ultra HD release of Poltergeist. It just recently hit the market, and it's out in most of your retail stores. This is the combo pack, so this is the 4K Ultra HD combo that also has the Blu-ray and the digital code that's going to be good till September 30th, 2024, and it's going to retail for about $24.99 at most retailers. So, is it worth double dipping, especially if you own this film? Now, if you're familiar with the film at all, this is a classic. It's a classic horror film. Perfect time to release this, just so close to spooky season, right? And of course, the controversy behind it. Just how much is this directed by Steven Spielberg and how much of it is directed by Tobe Hooper? As a horror fan, I don't really care because it's a great movie. Both filmmakers are known to be able to handle horror and suspense, and so you put them together for a project like this with a talented cast, and yeah, Poltergeist, you can see why it's a classic. But will this 4K Ultra HD release be a classic and be worth getting? Well, let's drop down and take a closer look, shall we? So here we are with our Poltergeist cover, the black and reflective, I'll always love that reflective finish on here, and this is the slipcover on here. Now, it's interesting that they went with a different artwork than we normally see. We normally see the classic TV with the snow on it. Yes, when there's not a channel with broadcast. Back in the old days, there was snow on the TV. I know. Google it. So, you know, and the little girl with her hand up, Carol Ann, and they're here and all that, so we don't really see that. But here they chose differently. They made they chose a different scene from the film, and I love that. I love that they went and altered it. Makes it feel at least a little bit more fresh in its release. We got the Poltergeist title there and a warning this time, which we didn't used to have on films, talking about that there are flashing lights in here that may affect those with epilepsy or photosensitive or photosensitivity. So it's interesting that they put that warning on there. It's a really good thing to do that now and warn folks that who might not be familiar with the film, right? So this is the slipcover, the spine. I do like that, the basic Poltergeist text on there, and on the back, yep, here's how you get your Ultra HD 4K experience. They outline it for you, and they give you the special features that are on the Blu-ray. 4 of them. You read that right. We'll get to it in a minute. Up here we have the description of the film and, of course, some famous scenes from the movie on the slipcover. Is it the same on the disc case? Well, actually, by Jove, it is the same on the slipcase. Slipcase and cover in this case and the regular case are exactly the same on here. That's a little bit, you know, I usually like to see a variation, but that's okay. But they do have the photosensitivity warning here as well. So if you don't want the label on here or you end up losing the slipcover, you still have the warning on there. So that's good that they did that. The spine still matches the slipcover, as does the front. So let's take a look at the discs inside, shall we? Let's see here. And we do have the discs, both black, which again is an interesting choice because normally with these 4K releases, they put the Blu-ray in one color and the 4K in the other color, but not this way. This one, they have them both in black because, you know, that's a very famous color with Poltergeist. And there's a little bit of snow on the disc as well. I like that with the finish that they have on here, just a little bit on there. Just a bit of a hint. So I do like the black discs and a nice solid black color. And of course, here you get your Movies Anywhere code here for getting the digital copies, which is always nice because then you can save the wear and tear on the physical copy, though I do still enjoy watching physical copies as well. So there we have it there. But now the question is there really only 4 special features on this release? Let's head to the menu and check it out. So here we have our a basic menu that we've been seeing on the other 4K Ultra HD releases, and you have your play, you've got your thumbnails there for your chapter selects, your audio, which is remastered, by the way. So we know how important that audio is, that sound design for horror films, so it is a remastered soundtrack, which is great with the music and all the sound effects and everything about it. It sounds beautiful. They really did a good job there with the restoration of the sound and of the quality of the video. Now, as far as the special features go, we don't have a whole lot. I don't know if they couldn't dig up extra footage at all, if a lot of archive stuff was lost, but there are only 4 features on here, and 2 of them really directly only relate to Poltergeist itself. There is a 2-part documentary series that takes Poltergeist and takes real-world paranormal investigators and such, and psychics, and they talk about the realism between the movie and the and the real life. And I did enjoy those. Those were very interesting. Those are only about 15 minutes and change each, so you only got about half hour there of that. But it is interesting to see what they did right in the film and what the real world experts say. Then if we go down, we also see the making of Poltergeist, which is a 7-minute behind the scenes reel. Original footage, though. This is stuff that they found from the archive. So this is being shot while the movie's being shot with the interviews and that. And what's interesting to see just how much input Steven Spielberg did have. I know producer, but wow, he really, there's like half of this 7-minute behind the scenes has a lot of Steven Spielberg making some of the production calls and style calls. So, you know, there could be something behind that controversy of who directed more in this film. Again, I don't care. I'm a horror fan. I just love the movie. And then there's the trailer in here, which is always fun seeing the original trailers for films, especially the classic films. But that's it. That's all you get for extras in here. There's no commentary. Again, there's other languages that you can choose, but that is it. So there you have it, folks. It is a little lean in the extras. The audio quality is fantastic. It looks fantastic for the visuals and what they were able to do with the age of this film. But if you are looking to get some more extra features and such, and some more behind the scenes juicy bits, you will probably be disappointed, as there isn't much of that here. So thank you very much. If you have picked this up, I would love to hear your thoughts on this release and what you think of it. Please subscribe, check out our Patreon, all that fun stuff. I thank you for your support. And until next time, remember, as always, keep that ticket stub.